Welcome to Bocas del Toro, an archipelago on the Caribbean side of Panama. There are about 9,000 residents scattered about the islands, but the largest population resides in Isla Colón, a little island with a big problem: a trash problem. The lives of the people that live here are intricately tied to the sea. Most of the economy is based on tourism. Tourists come here to lounge on the beaches, surf in the waves, or dive on the reefs. After spending only a few days in Bocas, we noticed that the trash was everywhere, contaminating the environment and ruining the views that people were there to enjoy. We were immediately struck by a number of questions. Are people bothered by the trash? Why is it such a problem? So we started asking around, talking to local residents, business people, and tourists.
We need to do something with the garbage, because Bocas invaded garbage, and we have the garbage mixed with organic, the bottles, the plastic, everything. So we have to do something for the benefit of Bocas. Or no, tomorrow we're going to walk and the garbage, because we don't have where to put the garbage. So.
Bueno, aquí hay muchas basuras, pero en algunas partes la gente trata de recoger la basura, de limpiar el ambiente, pero algunas personas no, tienen la basura y lo tiran la basura sucia y eso queda así y contamina el ambiente. Bueno, sí, a mí me molesta la basura.
It's one of the biggest issues of Bocas. Crime a little bit, drugs, yes, but trash is getting out of control.
Me molesta, sí, mucho. Hay mucha basura, en especial bolsas plásticas y botellas plásticas.
No tiran en la basura, no tiran por la calle, por todo, mira, ve.
It's like a huge problem down in a lot of developing countries, right, where there's just not adequate waste management systems, and tourism puts a strain on it as well. So yeah, for sure, it's not nice, and everyone complains about trash, but then we all drink from plastic bottles and everything. So
es triste que usted baje de un avión y lo primero que vea es basura, porque la población te deja la basura enfrente. Es algo que no se puede evitar, hacer un comentario negativo. No quisiéramos tener basura, pero la empresa que actualmente recoge la basura, tal vez por falta de equipo, por falta de una planificación de recolección, ¿verdad? Entonces obliga a que la basura esté en las calles.
Yo cada vez que salgo de la playa de surfear, yo encuentro basura. A mí no me gusta mucho eso. Sí. Ok, las botellas, la basura. Si este lugar fuera muy lindo, a la gente le encantaría venir. A la gente le encantaría. No le gustaría ver basura.
So then we asked, if the trash problem continues to get worse, do you think people will stop coming to Bocas?
Si no hay una solución y esto disminuye más basura, aquí van a tener un pequeño problema. Sí. Porque los turistas o los extranjeros no van a querer venir, no van a querer ver Bocas, no van a querer visitarlo por simplemente la basura, porque todo es sucio.
It already happens. If it keeps getting worse, of course, there's gonna be a moment when people are gonna go, I'm not gonna go there, don't go, it's too dirty.
Well, yes, of course. Mostly for the smell.
And I've been hearing from customers like, we live on we're staying in Saigon Bay and it's really pretty, but the trash is a problem. So, yeah, it might be that people stop coming here.
Most of the people we talked to agreed that the trash is a problem. But what is the source of the problem? Does the city even have a trash collection system? We continued to ask questions.
Lo que estamos haciendo con la basura, eso es muy fácil, eso es evidente. Agarro toda la basura, la llevo a un rincón y la quemo. Esa solución la tiene siempre, porque es la más básica, menos de eso ya no hay. Aquí en Bocas el municipio ha renunciado a hacerlo, cosa que no entiendo, pero el municipio no tiene nada que ver con las basuras, lo hace una persona, un particular. Cada vez que a mi casa vienen a recoger la basura yo pago $1 o $1 algo. Aquí, si estos señores que recogen la basura un día se enfadan o un día se levantan enfermos y ese día no recogen basura, aquí no se recoge basura. Cuando no se lo lleven, pues vuelvo a lo primero, que es quemar la basura y contaminar los acuíferos de allí.
We learned that since the trash collection is run by a private company, many families choose not to pay and instead burn their trash in their backyard or dump it in the mangroves. This alone is the problem, and he made an enthusiastic suggestion.
Impuesto municipal de basura. Tú vives aquí, tienes que pagar todos los meses.
Okay, but what about recycling?
La opción de reciclar aquí no es viable porque no se produce suficiente nivel de basuras como para que sea rentable. La única manera de reciclar aquí es que desde el gobierno o alguna institución aporte dinero para ese reciclado, pero el reciclado en sí, es decir, transportar las botellas hasta Colón, ya lo intentó uno aquí y fracasó por eso.
But Rolando wasn't the only guy in town who had tried to develop a recycling program. Next, we visited Robert at Plastic Bottle Village, who told us his perspective on plastic bottles.
Imagine trying to recuperate all the plastic bottle, separate them, press them, bring them to Panama City. You will make a big $12,000, $500,000 a year revenue. You can't even pay the ferry for that price. Every visitor that comes on the island and that buys a drink, when he buys a drink, he buys the bottle also. After you finish to drink what is inside, you're the owner of that bottle. Will you leave? Will you go back to your country with your bottle? It is your bottle, and it is not your island. What are you going to do with the bottle? You're going to leave it right there because you have no choice. And the bottle is worth nothing, so no one will pick it up and will be stuck with it. Nobody bent down to pick them up because they have no value. What I'm saying is that there should be a deposit on any bottle. Yeah. A bottle should have a price, okay?
So we started to realize that this trash problem was not only an environmental issue, but also an economic issue. So we thought, what if we could help Bocas develop a functional garbage collection and recycling program? What if we could help them figure out how to cover the costs of recycling? Let's take a look at the numbers. Bocas del Toro has 9,000 residents and 100,000 tourists visiting each year. Each person produces about 4 kilograms of waste per day, which comes out to about 15 million kilograms of waste per year. But at least 2/3 of this waste is plastic. And even though it's a lot of plastic, it's not enough to make it worthwhile to build a local recycling plant. So the plastic has to be shipped to Panama City, where they buy it for 15 cents for 30 bottles. This is not even enough money to cover the costs of transportation. So how can Bocas generate enough money to collect, sort, and transport the garbage? We propose 3 ideas. First, an obligatory garbage tax for locals. Second, a tourist tax. Third, a bottle deposit. Right now, local households are not required to pay a garbage fee. But if all of the 1,800 households paid $5 per month, and all of the businesses paid $300 per business, a total of $470,000 would be generated. These fees could be charged as a monthly fee just like the municipal water bill. For the tourist tax, currently, tourists who come to Bocas pay $3, which is supposed to go towards environmental protection. But if each tourist paid an additional $7 that is dedicated exclusively to garbage and plastic disposal, an additional $420,000 would be generated each year. Either of these options would provide enough money to support a team of people to collect, sort, and transport the garbage to Panama City for recycling. This program could be realized through a public-private partnership to develop an efficient business under municipal control to assure that it meets the needs of the people. The third idea, to create incentives for recycling, would be to implement a 15-cent tax on each plastic bottle. When someone turns in the bottle, they receive 5 cents for turning it in. The remaining 10 cents would pay for the collection, sorting, and transport to Panama City. These three ideas are all viable solutions to the trash problem. But what do the people think of these ideas? Is there public support for them? We decided to find out.
Well, I guess it would be a possibility to get the money, yeah. And I mean, it is a big issue, so it might help, yeah.
If the money is used well, of course, I would pay. Yeah,
yeah, or you could perhaps incorporate it into people's airfare. If it's already paid for in your flight ticket, then people wouldn't care as much, I think, because it's just included.
Okay, I accept the tourists and pay, but we have to see where that money is going. And only them, we can pay a little more tax for make they do something with the garbage. But I said not only the tourists, everybody, because the garbage is free.
Si se pudiera incrementar, cosa que sea de ayuda para la basura, sí se podría, pero creo que $10 sería como demasiado, sería como cargar el turismo, o sea, con un problema que es prácticamente debe ser manejado por el gobierno y por los mismos panameños.
If there's a committee that takes care of that specific money, then yes.
Yeah, of course. Everything we can do to make this place a little bit cleaner would be awesome.
Sure, whatever helps for a clean island.
Sí, buena idea.
Okay.
Es muy buena idea para empezar.
Puede ser. No sé si es la solución, pero como un...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Puede ser buena idea, sí.
Yeah, I think I would.
Yeah, for sure, as long as it goes to that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down for that. Yeah, for sure.
I think this could also work, and I guess that's maybe even better because it would also affect the people that live here and not just the tourists, because I mean it's not just the tourists making the trash, but it's also the people here, so I mean maybe that would be a good solution too.
Si es mejor, es la única solución, porque no pagar y ver la basura es algo peor.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Okay.
When I went to Berlin, people left the bottles and homeless guys or whatever, they took it and they received money and it was all clean. So that's the best idea.
That's a more effective way. I mean, it works really well in the States, and it also helps with kind of poor population if that's a job opportunity for them.
No estoy muy de acuerdo, pero si fuera necesario para eliminar la basura, sí.
It probably can work, but you have to make sure that you have to be sure.
It'd probably be easier for the first one, I would think. But either one of them might be supportive.
Si es para reciclar, está bien.
Muy buena. Me parece increíble. Es buenísimo.
That's better. Because we also have the system in Germany and it works.
Sí, puede ser.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Many people were in favor of our three solutions. The final step was to ask the mayor what he thought.
Bueno, eso podría ser, pero vuelvo y digo, todo eso viene en la estructuración del proyecto, ¿no? Cuando tú elaboras el proyecto y para que sea autosostenible tú tienes que tener un recurso de backup para ese presupuesto. Y ahí es cuando tú analizas todas las posibilidades de dónde conseguir un recurso extra para que el proyecto sea autosostenible. Así que esto podría ser parte de ello. No es imponer, es concienciar de que la gente entienda y comprenda de por qué lo estás haciendo.
The mayor's main concerns were that there is public support for the solutions, as well as additional funds to make sure the recycling program is self-sustainable. But through our investigation, we were able to figure out how to make a sustainable program, and we demonstrated public support for these three solutions. Recent news from Bocas shows us how important it is for local residents to take initiative, and how it can result in private and governmental support. After shooting this film, local donations from Bocas residents have led to the purchase of garbage bins in public places around town. the government bought a garbage truck with a compression system to minimize the size of garbage for transportation. And they started to create a working agreement between a private garbage company and the municipal garbage system. Every person has the right to ask for governmental responsibility, but every person also has their own responsibility to restore and preserve the health of our shared planet.
I'm from Ecuador. In a day, at least one.
Canada? Probably 2 big ones.
The Netherlands. Probably 6 or 8, maybe more.
Canada. Like 10 bottles in a day.
From Germany. Mostly just 1 bottle and I refill it.
Argentina. 3, 4.
Panama. Maybe 1 or 2 bottles and like 2 or 3 cans.
Texas.
2 or 3, possibly?
I am from Saskatchewan, Canada. Probably about, 18, I'd say.
California. Like 4 or 5.